Hello students, today topic is temperate cyclones or extratropical cyclones or mid latitudes cyclones. Today topic is temperate cyclones or frontal cyclones or mid latitudes cyclones. Mid latitudes cyclones or extratropical cyclones. The direction of the cyclones, either tropical cyclones or extratropical cyclones, is counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere, whereas in the southern hemisphere, the direction of the cyclones clockwise direction as per Coriolis force. Required conditions to originate or to generate of the extratropical cyclones or frontal cyclones or mid latitudes mid latitudes cyclones or temperate cyclones. One is pressure belts. Pressure belts are nothing but high pressure, low pressure. The second one is pressure. The second one is air masses. The third one is fronts. First, we are going to discuss the pressure. Water always flow from uplands towards lowlands. Likewise, winds blow from the high pressure belts towards low pressure belts. Winds always move from the high pressure belts towards low pressure belts. The second point is air masses. Air masses as per temperature. Air masses are two types. One is tropical air masses or warm air masses. The second one is polar air masses or cold air masses. As per temperature, the main classification of the air masses, two types. Main classification. This is the main classification, not subdivisions. One is tropical air masses or warm air masses. The second one is polar air masses or cold air masses. Again, continental tropical air masses continental tropical air masses. The characteristics of the continental tropical air masses: warm. The characteristics of the continental air masses. Continental tropical air masses. Continental tropical air masses characteristics is hot and dry air masses, which are called hot and dry air masses. Maritime tropical air masses. Maritime tropical air masses, warm and wet, which are also called warm and wet condition. Next, continental polar air masses. Continental polar air masses are also called cold and dry air masses. Cold and dry air masses. Maritime polar air masses. Maritime polar air masses are also called cool and wet air masses. Cool and wet air masses. All tropical air masses, either continental or maritime tropical air masses. Tropical, continental tropical, maritime tropical air masses move from the equatorial region towards poles regions, while continental polar, maritime polar air masses move from the poles regions towards equatorial towards equatorial regions. Air masses are the large bodies which can move thousands of miles from one place to other places across the lands and oceans. The velocity of the warm air masses is less than the cold air masses. Approximately, the velocity of the warm air masses is 20 to 25 miles per hour, while the velocity of the cold air masses is 25 to 30 miles per hour. This is a brief explanation about air masses. Next, we are going to discuss fronts. Front is nothing but, it is a border places. Front is nothing but, it is a border place where the warm air masses and cold air masses meet. Where the warm air masses and cold air masses. These are the two different contrast, different characteristics air masses. Generally, fronts are 4 types. One is warm fronts, the second one is cold fronts, third one is stationary fronts, fourth one is occluded fronts. Warm fronts are originated when the cool air masses are replaced by the warm air masses. Behind of the warm fronts behind of the warm fronts, warm air masses are located, while in front of the warm fronts, in front of the warm fronts, cold air masses are located. Light rainfall occurs light rainfall occurs in long period when warm fronts are generated or originated. Light rainfall occurs in long period when warm fronts are generated. Next we are going to cold fronts. Cold fronts are originated when warm air masses are replaced by the warm fronts are replaced by the cold fronts are originated when warm air masses are replaced by the cold air masses. Heavy precipitation and thunderstorms occur in short period when cold fronts are generated. Cold air masses are located behind of the cold fronts, while warm air masses are located in front of the cold fronts. Next, stationary fronts. Stationary fronts occur when the warm front and cold front are in stable condition. In stationary fronts, neither cold air nor warm air moves. Persistent clouds form when stationary fronts occur. Heavy rainfall occurs when stationary fronts are originated. The shape of the cold air masses is vertical shape. Symbol is blue color. The shape of the air masses is semicircle and symbol is red color. Fourth one is occluded fronts. Occluded fronts are originated when warm air mass is caught. When warm air mass is caught between cold air mass and cool air mass. Heavy precipitation and thunderstorms occur when occluded fronts are generated. These are the explanation about 4 fronts. One is a warm front, the second one is cold front, third one is stationary front, fourth one is occluded fronts. Extratropical cyclones form where the different characteristics air masses meet. The warm air masses move from subtropical high pressure belts towards subpolar low pressure belt, while cold air masses comes from polar high pressure belts towards subpolar low pressure belts, because winds always want to move from the high pressure belts towards low pressure belt. Why the temperate cyclones are also called extratropical? Because these cyclones form beyond the tropical zone. Why these are called frontal cyclones? These cyclones form when fronts are originated. Why these are also called mid-latitude cyclones? Because these originated from 45 to 60 degrees, which are the mid-latitudes. Temperate cyclones always move from the western side towards eastern side by the force of the westerlies. These occupy large areas than tropical cyclones. The velocity of the temperate cyclones is less and compared with the tropical cyclones. The effect of the temperate cyclones, we can see western part of the continents and countries and eastern part of the oceans and seas, because these winds or these temperate cyclones move from the western side towards eastern side. Particularly, the effect of the temperate cyclones or mid-latitude cyclones or frontal cyclones or extratropical cyclones, we can see western part of USA, Canada and western Europe, western part of Japan, because these move from western side towards eastern side. The direction of the cyclones in the northern hemisphere, counterclockwise direction, while in the southern hemisphere, clockwise direction. It is a low pressure area. All winds move from the high pressure belts towards low pressure area. Low pressure area is a brief explanation about air masses, fronts, temperate cyclones. Thank you, students. I hope could you understand what I have taught so far. Air masses, fronts, temperate cyclones.